Hey guys, DCAV13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. Alright, so we're trapped in a labyrinth now. We have Pachi with us, and we're gonna, I guess, hear from him about why he sold out the rebel army. Let's see... screw it. Run on cast skill, he's AoE. What is this place? Why'd you bring me here? We no longer have a court jester, you see, so I thought you would make a good show in his absence. What was that? You're a perfectly ordinary Yaga, aren't you? You abandoned your parents when they grew weak, yet you aren't strong enough to take what you want. The only thing you ever have a chance to think about is how to make it to the next day. And that is precisely why I want you to meet the Tsar. What are you talking about? I don't understand. Do hold on to your gun. This is, after all, your once-in-a-lifetime shot at assassinating the Tsar. You don't believe me? Here, let me see it. What the? You see, it works just fine. We heard the gunshot. It's quite alright, Opportunity. A weapon like this could never hope to hurt the Tsar. The hell? You crazy or something? One must not succumb to madness, young Yaga. Now, the time is nearly at hand. Are you ready? What is that? No. Wait. It can't be. Who is that Yaga there? Ah! He's one of your subjects from the frontier, your Imperial Majesty. He came all this way on a pilgrimage just so he could bow down before your glory in person. I see. How pious of you. What is this thing? It's not human. It's not Yaga. It's not even alive. It's so absurd. Just the sight of it burns my mind. I feel like I shouldn't even look its way. I'm getting mixed up in things no one ever should. It's not blasphemous. It's not obscene. It might be sublime, but this thing shouldn't even have a mind. It's not right. I think I must have screamed. The priest didn't even bat an eye. That was the strangest part of the whole thing. What the hell are you? The Tsar is a great man, a being to be held in fear and awe. He is the ultimate Yaga. He is the one who saved this nation from disaster. I don't understand what this priest is saying, and I don't want to. Of course, the Tsar has feelings of his own. What? But right now he is far, far away, dreaming, even as he continues to govern this nation. Yet as far off as he is, we know his dream must be a happy one. Our Tsar dreams of merriment, of a peaceful, beautiful nation unspoiled by strife, unease, or despair. That is why he sleeps so soundly. But let us say that he were hypothetically to learn of a rebellion brewing. Well, that would not be pretty. Our great Tsar would lead the attack himself, and he would crush the rebels. Utterly. We can't let that happen. We can't let him wake up. We can't ever let him wake up. This creature is despair incarnate. Ah, yes, another hypothetical. Were the rebel army to be swiftly eradicated, you would never need to bear witness to the Tsar's glory ever again, so long as you live. betray them. I only joined the rebel army on a whim. I'm not proud to be a rebel. It's not my mission in life. No, that's not it. It's worse. I understand now. My spirit is broken. I would do anything. Anything if it meant I'd never have to see the Tsar again. The rebel army's base is... I already know about that one, but surely you must have an inkling of where their other hideout must be located. I do. I will not be called a coward for this. Anyone would have done the same if they'd seen what I have. That's right. Every last damn Yaga in this world would do the same. So Then that Macarius guy took me away and threw me in here. You guys were fighting that monster not too long ago, right? If you're gonna go up against it again, then I'll help. I'll take that monster over the Tsar any day of the week. You being straight with us, Pachi? No, I'm not. Of course I don't want to fight a monster like that if I can help it. But every word I said about the Tsar was true. Nobody should even think about messing with him. I just wanted you to understand that. Sounds like a bunch of excuses to me. I don't care what you think. If you're gonna kill me, then kill me! Trust me, you'd do the same if you'd seen that thing for yourself. Was this Ivan the Terrible really that frightening to look at? Stop it. Don't make me remember him. Just thinking about him gives me a splitting headache. Maybe it's some sort of skill that made you feel this way. That's possible. This is Ivan the Terrible we're talking about. It wouldn't be at all surprising if he had an ability to invoke fear in anyone who looked at him. At any rate, no matter how fearsome Ivan the Terrible may be, we can't just run from him. I know you won't want to hear this, Pachi, but we need to face him. And we need to examine the Tree of Emptiness he's guarding. Well, we ain't gonna find anything just jawing around here. And all we're doing is wandering in circles. Do you guys have any food? No, we don't. Foe! Well, hey, I bet this little critter here would make a nice stew to get us through the night, yeah? Yoink. Hey, Billy, don't even joke about cooking foe. You ain't gonna put up no fuss about giving up a little meat for your master, right? Right, foe? Come on, what do you say, little fella? Foe, foe, foe! Easy, foe. Just calm down. I've got some jerky left over if you want it. That would be a big help, Pachi. Billy will be alright, but for Master, it's a matter of life and death. I don't get ya. First you go turncoat in the rebel army. Now you're offering us jerky? You'd give a damn to Windstock a run for its money with all the blowing in the direction of whatever breeze takes you. You guys are strong enough that you can just take it from me anyway. No point in fighting a battle I know I can't win. You could have just not told us about it. I just didn't want to think about what might happen if I didn't tell you and you found out about it later. That's so. Pachi, I know I speak for Master when I say this. None of us has any intention of hurting you. Besides, we're the reason you got caught up in this in the first place. And we can't expect anyone to hold out in the face of pain and suffering. So I don't think we can decide whether or not you deserve forgiveness. The hell are you people? I don't get it. None of this makes any sense. We're from proper human history. We lived in a whole different kind of world than you Yaga. That's true. I'm sorry we didn't say anything about it sooner. In our history, the Great Cold Wave that took place 450 years ago never happened. We didn't just come here from another country. We came here from another world. From proper human history. From a world that enjoyed a history at least a little more peaceful than this one. A peaceful history? The hell are you talking about? Now I'm even more confused. Means our Russia had a whole different history than this one. And it weren't nearly so damn cold. I guess that makes sense. A lot more than you living under a rock this whole time. Now I get it. So that's why you guys didn't have to become Yaga to survive. Then in your world, is Ivan the Terrible?
Nah, he's been dead for ages. Been boots up since he was about 50 years old.
He actually died?
Of course he did. He was just a man.
But then, how? I see. Proper human history, huh? So if the Great Cold Wave never happened, does that mean it's actually warm there?
Oh, more than here anyway.
Makes sense.
There aren't any demonic beasts either, though we do have cute animals like Foe. Foe, Foe, Foe!
What a weird world.
This mean you're starting to get an interest in proper human history now?
I don't know about that, but the idea of a world where even weaklings like John can survive sounds pretty interesting. I can kind of tell that Mash is strong. I've got no doubt about your strength, gunslinger. But I can't make heads or tails of you, John. At first I thought you were a mage, but it turns out you can't even do anything special.
Well, excuse the hell out of me. Now, easy does it. Master, Senpai has accomplished incredible things. I insist you take that back.
Lay off me. Let me ask you another question, John. What's your everyday life like? Are you not constantly worried about dying like we are?
I'd like to know that too, Senpai. I always enjoy your stories about your life before you came to Chaldea.
It's really nothing special, honestly.
Oh, well, ain't that just perfect. Been meaning to take a break. How about we all have a sit-down, a bite of jerky, and Master can talk about his daily life a spell.
So you even have hot days in your world, huh? How do you manage with those? Just take off all your clothes or what?
No, that's public indecency. School. That's right. Learning with other people the same age as you really does sound wonderful. Honestly, I'd love to try going there myself.
I don't get it. Why would you all waste your time on something so meaningless? Literacy rate? Societal institutions? Nope, I just don't get it. Back up. You're not considered a legal adult until you're how old? That's ridiculous! So no alcohol before a certain age? No riding a bicorn either? Oh wait, you said you used cars there, didn't you? Then again, I guess it doesn't make much difference if you're not allowed to ride one either way.
It's true. Each country has its own set of laws and regulations. But I believe it's common for them to limit the drinking and driving age of their citizens until they've reached a certain age.
So then what do you do when it gets cold? How do the kids survive without a swig of vodka? Or would vodka actually mess up their chances of surviving?
Suppose y'all either ain't learned this or just forgot it, but drinking alcohol actually ends up lowering your body temperature.
Huh, really? It's never felt that way to me.
Maybe because you have a fur coat.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, seeing you humans and your super smooth skin is kind of, well, gross.
Huh? That fur does look nice and warm.
Well, I guess the fact that you don't have fur coats just goes to show it's not so dangerous that you need them.
Come to think of it, we do know one person with a fur coat in our world.
Oh, yeah. Thomas here! The only thing I truly dislike is static electricity, of the AC variety. Huh. So you do have Yaga in your world. He's a collection of different presidents? What's a president? Is it like the Tsar of your world? You know, I still kinda find it hard to believe that a human could really be stronger than a Yaga just because you're a servant.
Don't think I'm tough enough to cut it out here, huh, Pachi? Be happy to prove it to you if you like. How about I put 5 straight shots right between your eyes? Bet even a Yaga'd die from that.
Alright, I'm sorry. Say, where's Advocate Braun anyway?
We actually got separated from him right before we ran into you. He was right here with us before we ended up fighting the Minotaur in this labyrinth. I'm sure he's still alive. At least, I think so. I think so too.
Aha, now I get it.
Get what?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it. There's still a lot I don't get about all this, but one thing I do. Why did I go along with these guys? Why did I end up siding with the Rebel Army? Because I found John and Mash fascinating. I mean, they're both weak. Hopelessly weak. I saw Mash fight a crit shot once, and she was easily as strong as Billy back then. But she doesn't have the mind for fighting. She can't kick someone while they're down to get ahead. And, well, that's doubly true for John. For Yaga, the weak aren't even worth eating. But these humans, these weaklings who would have been abandoned long ago had they been Yaga, they say they're here to fix humanity, whatever that means. Sounds like the kind of job reserved for great heroes. How could these weaklings ever pull that off? This world is wrong. I think back on what my dad used to say and try to picture the world John and Mash came from. What it represents. We Yaga survive by abandoning anyone and everyone who threatens to hold us back. Friends, family, comrades. Doesn't matter. Is that really for the best? Is that really the only way? These two don't seem to think so. They never give up on the weak. Instead, they do everything they possibly can to help them. That's why I'm not scared of them. It feels nice. They're so beautiful, it makes me green with envy. So cheerful, it makes me want to kill them.
Gee. Pachi? What's wrong?
You okay? I'm fine. It's nothing. Let's just get back on track. So you're not planning to kill me, even though I betrayed you all?
That's right.
Don't look at me. I'm just going along with Master here. I don't blame you for what you did. Then if we manage to make it out of here, would it be okay if I stuck with you again? Don't worry, I'll make myself scarce if we run into the Rebel Army again. I'm a traitor. It's my fault so many were wiped out.
Pachi?
Ah, got it. So this is how he's trying to make up for the wrong he done.
Still,
Ain't none of the rebels gonna be happy to see him. Too dangerous to keep him with us. I know I can't show my face around them, but I'd still like to stick with you guys again until then. Ugh, damn it. So hard to put into words. I guess it's because I don't really understand it all that well myself. I'm voting no on this one, Master. He's turned on us once. Wouldn't be prudent to give him a chance to do it again. Bringing him along is a bad idea. At least that's my 2 bits. But I can already see from the way you're looking at me that you ain't having that. You're welcome to come with us, Pachi. Thank you. I doubt it'll be much help, but if there's anything I can do to be useful, just let me know.
Billy.
Don't worry, none. I got it. That's what Master wants, that's what Master will get. I get why you're concerned, but guess I sounded off kind of harsh there. Don't pay me no mind, Pachi. I ain't like these two. I can be a downright asshole as often as not. Fine with me. Frankly, I'm glad there's someone like you around. I can be kind of an asshole sometimes, too. Damned if you didn't stand or shoot the bullseye on that one.
Yeah, really. Kind of underselling it, maybe.
I'm sensing a whole passel of them. Pachi, watch my back. We don't want them surrounding us. I know this metallic scent. It's the upper chiniki. Looks like we found ourselves some stragglers. I'm guessing they got lost in here too. But I got a feeling they ain't looking to cooperate.
Please make sure you defeat at least one of the groups before they corner you in a pincer formation.
I'll take the front group.
Alright, let's get a move on, Master.
Alright, so just a bunch of all sneaky. And the next part is the same.
来るがよいゲロ。今なら勝ち目があるかもだぞ。仰せのとおり。罠だ。よし、ま、
Let me
ど
try
れで
this.
もよいか。
Hopefully these two cards will be enough to kill, and then Gil can start attacking the other one. No, it's not. Oh, yes it is. Thank you, Sanzo. Really needed that crit. Alright, yeah, I'll go with a Gil chain.
さて、あれがあったな。
This should kill.
撃て撃て撃て撃て
Yeah.
喜べ雑誌。
He just said Yorokobe Zashu. Thanks, Gil.
さて、あれがあったな。
I'll save Malamu Dingir for the end.
どうした？何かしてみせよ。
Actually, you know what?
罠だ。
Fuck it, I'll just use Malamu Dingir on this wave. Probably gonna have one really strong one on the last wave, and I'll just use Sanzo for that.
さて、次なる目録は魔術のみと自らを縛るのも王の土竜。
Alright.
我が声を聞け。全訪問。ま、どれでもよいか。矢を構えよ。俺が許す。至高の財をもってウルクの守りを見せるがいい。大地を濡らすは我が決意。メラム・ディンギル。
Okay. That also gives the entire party. I think it's defense up, not a damage cut. Oh yeah, good thing I saved that for the next wave. Is it a damage cut? Oh no, it's defense up for 3 turns. That's nice. Alright, so let's go. Oh,
これぞ大軍師の究極陣地。
Of course, I stunned the one I'm gonna kill. That's about right.
よし、あれを使うか。だだ。撃て撃て撃て撃て。
Yeah, there we go, the fucking crit. Ooh, 2 permafrost crystals. Not bad. More of them.
I'm picking up even more opportunity readings. They're still coming, Master.
Damn it, I'm gonna run out of ammo.
Damn, misfire. Sorry, give me a bit of cover. We got him, but he's not going down. Hit him in the heart won't do it. Gotta aim for the head. The opportunity are charging. Get out of there, Master. Oh, crap.
I'm okay?
Halt, scoundrels! How dare you point your weapons at an innocent young man? I may not know my right hand from my left in these foreign lands, but I still know a villain when I see one. Touch one hair on his beautiful head, and I will cut you down where you stand. Heaven's vengeance may be slow, but this wandering swordmaster will make sure nothing slips by. If you fear not my blades, then have at you! That voice!
Hey.
Hi there, John. Long time no see. I knew I'd run into you again someday.
It isn't Miyamoto Musashi. Unknown. I don't know why they're bothering to still say it's unknown. It's just Musashi. Come on, guys.
I might as well just bring Gil again. I'm picking up an unidentified servant reading. Did someone just appear out of nowhere, Master? Haha. Ha 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 ha. Sorry if I surprised you. Showing up out of nowhere, being all out of place, and causing trouble is my kind of thing. Call it the mark of a natural-born wanderer, I guess. Anyway, I hope you don't mind too much.
You're Miyamoto Musashi! Nitan Ichiryu and all!
Yep, I'm Musashi. Anyway, I was doing my usual wandering thing when a blizzard struck out of nowhere in it, and I ended up race-shifting again thanks to the Buddha's guidance. Then I ran into a one-eyed swordsman turned Japanese agent, and convinced me to head north. At first I was just fighting off Russian Yagyu assassins. But I guess at one point I got so turned around that I ended up running into Ivan the Terrible's Alfred Sneaky. I guess this is what I get for going along with Jubei.
Russian Yagyu? Russian Yagyu?!
Yeah, Russian Yagyu! I can't believe they're still around in this day and age. I swear, no sooner do I get to Russia and go for a little skiing than they just show up and attack me. They ruined my ski wear. I just got it. Now all I have left is my plain old kimono.
I don't even know where to begin with this.
Feel. Dang, I can't believe Master's friends with yet another sword-toting hero.
Do servants just not feel cold or something?
They oughta. At least a little. Oh hey, it's a Yaga! Man, I know they all have this going on, but I love how soft their fur looks. And that gunslinger. Oh, he is so my type. Damn glad for my gun about now. I want to keep plenty of space between her and me. Incredible. She keeps cutting down Opportunity one after the other, all without missing the beat in her chit-chat. So this is the saber that Master met in that singularity. Shinmen Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu. Aw, thanks, disembodied voice. I know that's super long, though, so you can call me Musashi. Anywho, that ought to do it for introductions. Now we just gotta cut down the bad guys that are still left. Go nuts, gunslinger guy. You don't have to worry about any of them coming up behind you anymore. Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll just dodge any stray bullets that happen to come my way. So I ain't gotta keep her out of my line of fire, huh? Got it. I gotta say, that lady's one hell of a bandit. Damn glad she's with us. Alright, Master. Let's mow these guys down.
Fucking Musashi. Oh, man. Of course she likes young boys. Man, I didn't know Takahashi Rei was 2 servants in this game. Alright, let's see. I mean, we got a chain with Sanzo. Actually, hell, this one's only 2 parts. Shit, I'll just save Gil's MP for the next wave.
ま、どれでもよいか。どうした？何かしてみせよ。罠だ。さて、あれがあったな。どうした？何かしてみせよ。
Yeah, there we go. Alright. So yeah, this one's pretty easy. What do you mean 199? Get the fuck out of here.
さて、次なる目的は魔術のみと自らを縛るのも王の度量よ。
Alright, let's go. Increase the overcharge on you. Decrease defense on enemies. Might as well use yours first then, Gil.
我が声を聞け。全訪問開場。矢を構え。
Thinking about doing his second, but since he increases defense, he's not gonna kill the last one anyway, so. I kind of hope he kills the first two. They might be left with a little bit of health, though. Okay, yeah, little bit of health. Oh, but yeah, we should be able to take out the rest with Sanzo, because this will take out the high HP one. And then her Buster card will take out the last one. All works out perfectly. A little much there, Sansa, but thanks. Fire!
Alright, that's that.
Musashi!
Yep, that's me. And look at you! You've grown up so much since I last saw you. I'm glad you're doing so well, and that you're still fighting the good fight just like I thought you'd be. And that means I bet I can help you out. Don't worry about all the gory details. I've got a pretty good idea of what's going on. So from now on, I'll be your personal bodyguard. Let's get that formal contract stuff over with real quick. I can't believe how fast that was. She just took Master's hand and forged a symbol contract right on the spot. Almost instantly.
Never had a servant make the connection before.
Yay! Now I can fight at full strength all the time! Oh, for payment, I'll accept 10 gold coins and 1 bowl of udon a day, please. Thank you!
Now she wants food and money? You ain't from the Wild West yourself, are you, Miss Samurai?
Oh yeah, the Wild West was great. There were duels to be fought every day, so I never went hungry. By the way, Billy, was it? What is this place? I thought this was the hideout for the bandits some Yaga hired me to take care of, but I'm not so sure anymore. This is the Minotaur's Labyrinth. The Minotaur? Oh, you mean the monster from Greek mythology? Well, damn, no wonder I got lost. That's what I get for just charging headlong into the entrance of some weird labyrinth that springs up out of nowhere.
Uh-huh.
Master told me about what happened in Shimosa, but I don't think I could really picture how it all went until now.
Wow, she's even more reckless than John. I didn't think that was possible.
Wait! Yaga, let me see your face for a second.
Ow! What are you doing? And how are you so strong?
Looks like you don't have any of the features in the bandits' descriptions. Okay, you're clear. Sorry about that, but a job's a job, you know? I'm afraid I still have trouble telling Yaga apart. Plus, they kept attacking me ever since I wandered into this world. I only recently got to a point where I could do the whole you scratch my back, I scratch yours thing.
Aha! So you're the killer those Yaga were talking about.
Huh? Killer? Oh, right. Yep, that was me. But I swear on my honor, I only went around killing bandits in Upper Chiniki, okay?
How come you said you were from Chaldea?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. At one point I ran into a Yaga having some trouble with a crit shot. For a race that's all about survival of the fittest, they're weirdly grateful when you save their lives, and this one insisted I tell him my name. So I thought I'd play it cool and be all, I am the finest swordmaster in all of Chaldea. Sorry.
Let go of me already! The hell's your deal anyway?
That is a damn good question. Miyamoto Musashi, the stranger John encountered in Shimosa. As I recall, she possesses the unusual ability to travel between parallel worlds without race shifting. She must have ended up here right as the base world's surface was wiped clean. That would explain why she wasn't swallowed up by the abnormality. Holmes, is something wrong? I was just admiring Mr. John's extraordinary good fortune. Or perhaps I should say his talent for making connections. Miss Miyamoto, rest assured that we have no issue with your willingness to cooperate with Chaldea. You've already been a great help to us in the past. In fact, your carelessness has already been helpful. I never would have guessed that your unique temperament held such significance. Here in this Lost Belt, the entire world is against us, and there was no one we could trust. Until we ran into you. You have been to many different worlds, yet retain your sense of right and wrong. Mr. John could not ask for a better assistant. What do you mean, carelessness? It's not like I asked to go flitting around from world to... Oh my Buddha! I've never seen such a beautiful man! He might be a little past his prime, but I could still stare at that face for days. Thank you. I must say I'm quite used to being complimented, but I've never had someone be quite so... effusive. Okay, Holmes, put the pocket mirror down. So we can just call you Musashi, right? You're clearly a saber, that much is obvious. Another super cute girl? I'm Leonardo da Vinci, but please just call me da Vinci. You said you came into this labyrinth from the entrance, right? Do you remember how to get back? Sorry, not a clue.
Yeah, that's about what I expected. Guess we're right back to square one then.
At least we now have a significant addition to our fighting force. In the meantime, I will keep track of your coordinate data and attempt to make a map of the place. However, by their nature, labyrinths are designed to be impenetrable from the outside. So I'm afraid you'll need to keep doing your best to make it out of there on your own. Well, we'd best get moving then. No sense just standing around. John, you and Musashi are old friends, right? How about we all walk while we talk so you two can share what you've learned so far? Well, my side won't take long. I've been here for 3 months so far and I've learned one thing. Russia is cold. But knowing you, John, I bet you already got this whole situation all figured out. And I know you won't mind filling me in. I love that about you.
It's good to see you again, Musashi.
At least we have a nice powerful ally on our side now. Well, another powerful ally. Alright, oh. Oh, right, 19.2 is all story. That's why I was confused. Like, wait, I thought there was only one section in 19. No, there's two. Yeah. Alright, so I'll do this, then I'll call it a day. So, let's see, what is this one? Might as well bring a saber. We got a pretty fun enemy to deal with. Well, Soul Eaters aren't that bad. Man, we're almost done with the Lost Belt. What do we have after this? 3 sections? That's fucking great. Alright.
So that's what's going on here. This place is a Lost Belt. A different world where the pruning theoretical phenomenon is still taking place. So now you're after the bad guys, cryptors you call them, who ruin the world. And on top of that, the hot gunslinger you got with you is Billy the Kid. I hope that might be the case when I heard you call him Billy, and I was totally right. This is great. This is so great.
No rattling your sword at Billy.
Whoa, how did you know? Sorry, old habits and all that. Besides a quick draw battle between a gunslinger and a swordsman? How could I not want to see which of us would win? Granted, I've already won a number of quick draw battles with other gunslingers, but Billy the Kid's got to be a whole different level. Is it true you can fire off 3 rounds between a man's eyes before he's even had time to blink? You are supposed to be faster than lightning, right? Of course I am. Plenty of folks have come to see if those rumors were true. They've gotten more than 2 or 3 rounds before the eyes for their trouble. This ain't really the place, though. Too closed in. You're planning to deflect anything I fire and rush me for the kill, ain't ya? Probably cap the whole thing off by saying something about how you was only looking to see who's faster, then just mosey along. Sorry, it threw me, huh? Guess you and I are both outlaws through and through.
So you guys size each other up even when you're joking around? You really are incorrigible. Seems like a big waste of ammo to me.
Hey, I keep the rules of engagement as much as the next outlaw. Ain't my fault this little lady's a ruthless savage. I mind my manners too, you know. I just happen to enjoy life and death duels as I do testing my skills. That's so. Because it sure looks to me like the only thing you're worried about with your swordplay is staying alive no matter what. I'm glad to see them heading it off so well, Senpai. Anyways, I think we'd better put the dueling off while we're here. I noticed during that last scrap that my gunshots sure make a hell of a lot of noise here, so... Wait, that's it. Billy?
Yep, there. We can use the ringing of my gunshots to help figure out how to get around in here.
I doubt it'll give us a straight shot to the exit, but it ought to at least give us an idea where to go. Only thing is that I ain't really got the ear to figure out the change in the sound. Keen hearing ain't really my strong suit. I bet the musician could pull it off, but of course he ain't here right now. How about you, Miss Samurai? Think you can do it? I don't have to. We've got someone else with excellent hearing right here. Pachi.
Wait. You want me to figure out what the difference is in the acoustics of Billy's gunshots? Well, I have done that before. It's a handy trick to figure out how many demonic beasts there are in a pack. But figuring out this labyrinth's layout? I don't know.
You got it. Pachi, we're betting on those Yaga ears of yours. I'm sure they can pull us through this.
What do you say? We give it a shot? Alright, I guess that's our only option. We're counting on you. Don't worry, these ears of ours aren't just for show. Front path leads to a dead end. Left side takes us back to where we were. There's a staircase leading up if we go diagonally. No, this isn't it. Every path here leads to a dead end. We'll have to go back and try another one. Hang on. There's a path that doesn't ricochet at all. You found the exit!
Let's go, Master.
Hold on, there's something there.
Oh no, is it the Minotaur?
No, it's just some demonic beasts. Doesn't look like it. They're just regular beasts here to guard the exit.
Aw, that all. Shouldn't be any kind of trouble for us, then. In that case, let's wrap this up nice and quick. I had to save bits and pieces of these creatures to eat so I could keep a minimum of magical energy going when I was on my own. But now that I've got a master, the sky's the limit. No more worrying about keeping the tasty bits intact. Time to show these things what I can really do.
Alright, 2 crit shots and a Razor shot. Yeah, let's get the crit shots out of the way.
I'm not too worried about the Raspberry shot.
では罠だ
Oh, come on, guys. Alright, I guess we're killing that one next. Or first.
つまらん
任せて切り込むえ
計略だ
えどう
Hey, there we fucking go. Alright.
任せてそれでいいんだどうどう
Yeah, let's just go with this.
罠だ計略だ
切り任せて
Get Shiki charged up. Okay, good. I will have Shiki charged up for this wave. Don't kill Sansa. Okay, I was gonna say don't kill Sansa, so no matter what you do.
うまくいくといいのだ物騒な話
Alright, she should be able to take out the
任せて
weaklings here with her instant death.
すべては夢これが名残の花
Yeah, there we go. Alright, Gatekeeper. I mean, honestly, let's just go for the Buster Chain. That should be fun. Hopefully.
見仏の角見せてあげるご行さ社会の連勝
Alright, how much does that do? Oh, yeah. I don't know if anything, we don't have much health left. Yeah, don't... Damn it, on the last one, of course. It's always on the last one. Have to seal waivers MP. I mean, I think these arts cards should kill.
罠だ
Oh, yeah. Yeah, especially since we got the crit.
お釈迦様は全部お見通しなんだから
Alright, so we'll do the next story section, and then I guess we'll be calling it an episode here.
How to wrap this up? Maybe a good old-fashioned see you in hell or something? Then again, this place is hellish enough as it is.
That's it. Now it's just a straight shot to get outside. Great, let's go.
There, you made it out.
So I wasn't dreaming after all. I should have known.
Come on now, you've been pissing in our ears about your regrets a while now. Save the grieving for later. Well done, everyone. Now that you're out of there, all our monitoring functions are back online. It looks like the Opportunity and Metropolitan Macarius are both gone.
It's about time you got to a point where I can monitor you again. How could you let your guard down like that, you fools? What were you thinking getting lost in a place where we can't track you?
Whoa there, partner. The point of having an ace up your sleeve like that is that the other guy can't see it. So what's your damn problem? Billy's right, Goldoff. The fact that they made it back alive is a victory in its own right. Asterios' noble phantasm is one of the few man-eater traps to ever exist, even in the Grecian world. Not only did John's team manage to escape it, they even acquired a powerful new ally in Miss Miyamoto. If that's not a victory, I don't... Miss Miyamoto, am I mistaken, or are you floating? Why, yes. Yes, I am. Nice to know your eyes are as sharp as your good looks are devastating. Floating? What's going on? I'm afraid Miss Miyamoto does not have firm roots in this lost belt. Her existence here is inherently unstable, even after forming a connection with Mr. John earlier. Now I see. So this is the downside of being able to ray shift on one's own power. Bluntly, she is not altogether different from a ghost. She has no place in any world, whether proper human history or a lost belt. Yep, pretty much. I mean, I am a female Musashi who doesn't belong anywhere, let alone in John's history. I used to be a drifter with no place to call home, wandering around with no goal beyond improving my swordsmanship. But now that I've reached 0, I can attain a sword that surpasses my father's. I don't even have that. Honestly, I don't know why I bother to travel at all anymore. No place to call home. Does that mean... Oh, don't worry, I'm totally fine with it. I may not be totally corporeal anymore, but I'm still me. All I need are beautiful people to look at, money to buy udon, and challenging enemies to fight. Still, it sucks that my presence here is unstable. After letting loose in that battle, I can tell this place just doesn't quite agree with me. I guess even my connection to John isn't enough to keep me anchored. So that means... I've done this enough that I can tell it probably won't be too long before I tumble off into another world. I'm sorry to say I won't be able to stick by you to the end here. In fact, this might even be the last time I ever... Nope, not bringing myself down. Whatever happens from here on out, I'm glad I showed up in this world. After all, I got to save your life just in the nick of time. Not every day I get a chance like that.
I don't really get what's going on, but basically you're gonna be disappearing soon? Doesn't that scare you?
Of course it does. And I hate that I won't be able to stick around. But if I sit around feeling sorry for myself, I'll miss the chance to help out while I can. Anyway, there you have it, John. Time is definitely not on my side. I might not be able to help you out as much as I'd like, but I'll do my best to clear the way forward for you while I can.
Thanks, Musashi. Are you finally done talking? People from the East being unafraid of death is nothing special. It's the same culture that gave us harakiri and wabi-sabi, you know. At any rate, we've no more use for that Yaga. Get rid of him! Go on, get out of my sight! Yeah, that figures.
Wait.
What?
We can't speak for the rebel army, but for our part, we don't blame you for cooperating with our enemy. However, we do want as much information as you can give us on Ivan the Terrible.
What, are you still planning to defeat him? Forget it, it's impossible!
Oh, impossible, you say? And why is that?
Because... I can't tell you. It's so horrible that I can't put it into words. He's that much of a monster.
A monster, eh? So then, he must be quite large.
Large doesn't even begin to describe it. He's on a whole other level.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time we fought a huge giant monster, Pachi.
It's alright, Pachi. We've fought and beaten some truly enormous enemies before.
Remember Tiamat? Talk about huge.
That said, with the rebel army wiped out, our chances of defeating Ivan the Terrible are now slim, verging on non-existent.
That's why I keep telling you not to even try going after him.
This is going nowhere fast. Any ideas for how to break this stalemate, Holmes? Not yet. I'm afraid Pachi's remarks alone aren't nearly enough to draw reliable conclusions. Every single piece of the puzzle must fall into place. Inspection, eyewitness testimony, and evidence. Only with all these can I begin to accurately determine our chances for victory.
Let me save you some time. Here it is right now. Zilch. But okay, fine. If you're that determined to fight the Tsar, you should just see him for yourselves and have your spirits broken in the process.
Well, before that, there's the matter of whether we can even get close to him. As matters stand, we cannot. The frontier may be fairly free of Oprichniki, but the capital area is crawling with them.
I guess it's up to me to do something about that, eh?
Oh, I guess it's up to me to do something about that.
Beowulf!
In the flesh. I came as soon as I could after the Yaga I had watching this place told me what was happening. But I guess I was too late. So what do we do about the plan now? We go ahead with it. Good! Glad your spirit isn't broken. As long as you can keep your chin up like that, you'll be alright. Huh? Hang on, is that all the servants we had?
No, I'm afraid Avikebron is still missing.
I see.
Oh, by the by, the little lady over there making eyes at you hoping for a duel is Miyamoto Musashi.
Miyamoto Musashi, huh? Here I thought she was just some crazy... Wait, Miyamoto Musashi? As in the great swordmaster from the Far East?
Oh, I don't know if I'd go that far. But never mind that. Is it true you fought the giant Grendel all on your own?
Oh boy. I see what your game is now. But unfortunately I'm not fighting anyone here unless I have to. Not with circumstances being what they are.
Aw man, foiled again. At least old man Tajima had the decency to take me up on my challenge. Anyway, is this the plan you told me about earlier? You really think it'll work?
Of course not. Hey, if it isn't Pachi, so why isn't it going to work? Because...
Easy there, partner. Gotta admit, I ain't thrilled about Ivan seeming so much powerful than even we bargained for. Still, we learned ourselves a little something. Not sure you're gonna like it. Wanna hear anyways?
Shoot.
Looks like Ivan the Terrible's gotta be counting sheep to use that noble phantasm of his that summons all those damn Oprichniki. So all we gotta do is wake him up. And the Oprichniki ought to disappear in a flash.
I see. So that's why he's able to summon as many as he wants and have them stick around. Don't do it! Don't do what, Pachi? You can't wake Ivan the Terrible up. You shouldn't even be thinking about fighting him. Did you see him? Yeah, I did. And I...
Settle down now. That's enough. Short of it is that Pachi here got a good look at Ivan the Terrible in the flesh and spooked him something fierce.
Is that so? And now you say we shouldn't even think about fighting him? That's right. He's... How do I put this? He's so far beyond us, I can't even put it into words. Even thinking about fighting him or beating him doesn't make sense. He's a god. I mean, a god! Pathetic coward. Stop it! A god, huh? Pachi, let me tell you a little secret. We heroes? Fighting gods like that is pretty much our whole deal. That goes for John, too.
That's exactly right. Some of our past opponents could be best described as gods.
Even you, John?
Well, I mean, Oh, quit being so damn modest. You were there, weren't you? Right in the thick of it?
So you're not gonna give up. Pachi, this guy doesn't even know how to give up. Anyway, if the Oprichniki are all gonna disappear once Ivan the Terrible wakes up, maybe I should take the fight to the capital instead. Hey, guys. Yes, General? I hate to ask, but can I trust you guys to handle the diversion near the capital? But sir, without you there, we can't possibly... Hey, now, don't give me that. I thought I trained you guys to be able to operate even when I'm not around. You got the numbers and you got what it takes to fight. If you want, you can always run away, too. There's no shame in running away from the Oprichniki so you can live to fight another day. That's what I trained you guys for. You hear me?
Yes, General.
We've been over this, remember? You don't get through life by making the world unequal. You do it by spreading equality wherever you go. You can get where you're going a lot easier with someone at your side than you can on your own. The joy you get from working together beats the joy you get from kicking others down any day of the week.
I couldn't agree more, General. But I'm still nervous. Without you around to guide us, I don't know if we can make it.
Part of being a king is planning for what happens after you're gone. You guys will manage okay without me, right? Now that I've taught you how to hunt, how to hide, and especially how to live together in big groups.
General Beowulf.
So sorry, but I'm gonna go with these guys. If I don't, you'll never get the real tomorrow you've been working for.
The real tomorrow, huh? Billy? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking it might be about time I started taking all this serious. Especially now we know Yaga are capable of learning and growing much as anyone else. Bayo, I think I got a feeling that just that diversion ain't gonna do the trick. We're gonna need one in the capital, too. So I'll play decoy to draw their attention.
By yourself? You nuts? The Umbrichniki in the capital are all freakishly strong. It'd be like taking on 100 servants all on your own.
Oh, don't give it no thought. I'm an archer after all. We ain't the sort to go down easy. I'll keep 'em fighting as long as I can. What do you say?
I know John said you and I never ran into each other in America. But if we had, I'm sure he would have remembered. 'Cause there can't be many kick-ass outlaws like you around.
There's a reason Billy the Kid's still known today.
Aw, shucks, you're making me blush. Anyway, this ought to make things mighty easier for those of you around the capital. Good luck out there.
Alright, Beowulf, Billy, we'll find a way to make it work on our own. Thanks for everything. Make sure you two come back safe and sound.
You bet. Once Ivan the Terrible's out of the picture, well, we'll try to make it back. No promises, though.
That's okay. I know you hate making promises you're not sure you can keep. Alright, we'll make our way ahead of you then. Once we're all set, we'll make sure we get their attention.
Are you just gonna abandon them? I'm not abandoning anyone, but I'm not gonna keep them safe forever either. Time for that's long past. This isn't the age of heroes anymore. I'm not even sure how I arrived at this conclusion myself. Anyway, the point is, this isn't a time when only heroes are the strongest survive anymore. Not even in this Yaga world. And there's no way anyone should still be ruling on high as God's agent for hundreds of years. Not a time only the strongest survive. Huh. So there you have it, John. I knew it took a while to get here, but now I'm finally joining your team. And to kick things off, I've got an idea. What do you say we go save Atalante and Salieri?
Atalante and Salieri? Then they're still alive.
Sure are. I'm told they were taken captive. They could have handled themselves just fine, of course, but Atalante gave herself up when the enemy took some kids hostage.
That does sound like her.
Right? And Salieri probably followed her lead.
Just a moment. If they succeeded at capturing a servant as strong as Miss Atalante, then surely they must have taken her back to the capital, no?
You'd think so, but it doesn't look that way. I had some Yaga tail them, and they told me they actually bypassed the capital and brought the captives somewhere else. An old fortress they turned into a prison.
Well, fortunately, we won't need to infiltrate the capital to rescue them. But why would they avoid the capital to begin with? Perhaps they're concerned about Ivan the Terrible being assassinated. But no, if that were the case, they would have executed them right away. Atalante and Salieri are both servants powerful enough that they need to be heavily guarded at all times. Why would the enemy go so far as to build a prison just to keep them away from the capital? Could it be because of who else is in the capital? Hachi, you were taken to Yaga Moscow after you were captured, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
What were things like there? Were the Yaga afraid of Ivan the Terrible?
No, it didn't look like it. I didn't hear a single one bad-mouthing the Tsar when I was there. I don't blame them, seeing how they live way better off than we do in the frontier. Not to mention all the Opportuniki everywhere they go.
Then can you tell me if they appeared to be living in fear of the Opportuniki, or if they seemed to genuinely love and respect the Tsar?
Genuinely? I don't know, that's hard to say.
Close your eyes, Pachi. Take a deep breath and think back to what you saw there.
Alright.
Goodness, I can't believe he defied the Tsar.
Worthless Yaga. Hell's too good for him.
Did that Yaga do something bad?
The incorrigible runt forgot the debt of gratitude we owed to the Tsar. Now he's suffering the consequences for incurring the Tsar's wrath, and rightly so. Make sure you don't ever end up like him. I don't know what he was thinking, defying the strongest being in existence. We all need to stick together if we're going to survive in this world. They didn't sound like they were being coerced. They actually sounded like they worshipped him. They didn't seem to be afraid of the Opportuniki at all either.
Then based on what you saw, there were no signs of dissent there.
Not as far as I could tell, no.
Excellent! You've just provided another key piece of the puzzle to the mystery of Ivan the Terrible. You have my thanks, Pachi.
No problem. Really. How can this possibly help us, Holmes? Of course the citizens of Yaga Moscow are going to sing Ivan the Terrible's praises!
The Yaga may be devoted to their principle of the strong get to eat, but they are no less possessed of emotions than humans. As we saw with Pachi earlier, there is no Yaga that does not feel fear. All the more so if they are confronting the Tsar, a being said to be an agent of God himself. So then, if the Yaga in the capital revere the Tsar rather than fear him,
yes?
That, my friends, means the Tsar must be revered. Huh? What's going on? Oh, this had better not be going where I think it's going. I'm afraid that question will have to wait until... right now.
Then what the hell was the dramatic pause for?
What it means that Ivan the Terrible is on the verge of waking up. However, the other authority figures wish to prevent this at all costs. I cannot imagine the Tsar would be especially pleased by the current circumstances after all. As if the rebellion weren't enough, now there are servants being summoned one after another for the express purpose of defeating him. The Tsar would surely see this state of affairs as nothing short of a personal attack on him and the reign he has established here. As such, even the slightest of disturbances in the capital would be all that it may take to wake him up. Fortunately, that means we may only have to contend with the Opportuniki army for a short time.
Now I see. But either way, we're not heading to the capital just yet. First we need to rescue Adelanti and Salieri.
Oh, fucking data update.
Of course.
Thank you, game. Alright, Pachi's decision.
I'm so ashamed. I cannot believe they decided to spare us.
Those dirty bastards threatening to kill those kids if we didn't go along. That's no way for the strong to behave.
Be that as it may, it was my fault for not refusing them. I apologize. I just could not abandon those poor children.
You did everything you could, boss.
I have no right to call myself your boss anymore. Not after so much blood has been spilled. The rebel army has no hope of rebuilding itself anymore. I will never be able to bear these fangs against the Tsar again.
Things may not be as bad as you think, Adelanti.
Huh?
You've sure been running around making a mess of things, haven't you?
You are the mage who was invited to the palace. The Cryptor!
Don't bother. That cage uses command spell binding techniques to keep servants in check.
There's no way you can break through it with your magic resistance.
I suppose I must have frightened you more than a bit if you've taken such precautions. So why are you here? Is it time for my execution?
No. I'm here to recruit you. I want you to form a contract with me and fight for our side.
Are you mad? What mush do you have between your ears in place of brains?
No, I'm dead serious.
So long as you side with the Tsar, we are enemies!
I'm not on his side.
What?
I'm not on the Tsar's side at all. Just take a look around. See any Oprichniki here? I want to make a deal with you.
A deal?
That's right. I want to take the Tsar down and I want you to help me.
What do you mean by that?
And the Tsar's not the only one you'll need to defeat. If you really want to help this abandoned world, then you'll need to take down Chaldea too. So that's his plan. Surely you must have realized it yourself. You may be a servant from proper human history, but your true sympathies lie with this side, don't they? This lost belt is one of the dregs of history. Chaldea succeeds in their goal, you know what'll happen to it.
Tell me more.
Gladly. All you Yaga here should listen to this too. I think we could all do great things together. Especially seeing as we have the same goal. This should give me everything I need. My caster, the rebel army in Adelante, Salieri, and most importantly Avicebron, Chaldea, Mashkiralite, John. I will surpass you. All of you. I'm finally getting going. So, since Avicebron isn't here, I guess that means we can't use golems now.
Ah yes, no need to worry about that. We'll take you there in the Shadow Border. Things being what they are, we cannot afford to simply hide away any longer. We'll come pick you up right now.
You want us to move toward the fighting? Have you lost your mind, Holmes?
The time for confining ourselves to our immediate surroundings has long since passed, Gordoff. From here on out, we will be assuming the same risks that Mr. John has been facing on the front line all this time. Attention all hands in the cockpit/command room, as well as those of you at your positions throughout the Shadow Border. We will now be piloting the border across Russia's vast territory. We will most likely have to fight off demonic beasts and Oprichniki on our way. It will be risky, but it is a risk we must take. I understand, Holmes. No objections here.
Oh man, so we're finally wading into combat ourselves, huh? Oh well, guess we can have the gas pedal rusting over from disuse. That plan is a-okay with me. I, Jingle, Abel, Minier, as well as the rest of the staff are all on board.
Speaking as technical advisor in the Border's in-transit mainframe, I'm on board with this too. But what's this? Be still, my heart. Could it be that the only one who isn't on board with the plan is the big-shot, tough elite mage sitting in the fancy chair? Aren't you a prestigious clock tower mage, a graduate from the policies department at that? You must have some experience in military affairs. But now you're telling us you're afraid of a little combat action?
I'm not afraid. I'm just concerned about the Shadow Border's safety. It's the last bastion of humanity, after all. It's my duty to protect it.
I'm afraid just keeping the border safe won't stop the world from ending. We also need to use it to fight back. Am I wrong?
You think I don't know that? Of course I do. But can you guarantee our safety? Especially from, say, a cannon shell being fired straight into the command room?
I'm afraid you'll just need to trust mine and Mr. Minier's piloting technique on that. But if it's any comfort, I can tell you that we have completed the simulator's most difficult course 10 times out of 100.
That's not reassuring at all, Holmes. Really? The same course I've only ever beaten 5 times myself. I'm impressed.
Wait, you mean you tackled that course by yourself? That thing's like the Safari Rally.
Very well, I'll allow it. Being as I am a master driver myself, I know talent when I see it. But as the commander, I reserve the right to order an immediate retreat if I sense we might be in the slightest bit of danger.
Understood, Godolph. Miss Kierlight, would you be so kind as to contact Mr. John?
Tell him the Shadow Border is on its way.
There you have it, Master. We'll be heading your way now. Please hold tight until we get there. Say, I just realized something. That was Mash, right? The girl you told me about before? If she's a servant, why isn't she here with you? Well... I see. Got it. Just leave everything to me.
Okay. So that's your ride, huh? I like it already.
Thanks for waiting, everyone. Please, come on board.
This is great! It's faster than any horse could ever hope to be!
Damn right. Puts me in a mind to head up to the deck and let loose a good old-fashioned yee-haw! This thing's practically a boat running on land. It is, isn't it? There's nothing better than blasting across a barren wasteland at full throttle. I have to advise against going up on the deck, though. Rushing through this weather at such speed would freeze anyone to death, even the servants. Couldn't they just use their spirit forms? Oh, but then they wouldn't be able to feel the wind on their faces, would they?
Don't you ever shut up! This right here is exactly what I hate about your boorish heroic spirits. Why couldn't Chaldea find any dignified servants?
I'm sure you will meet some of those later in our journey, Goldorf. Oh, what about the Grand Duchess? She would seem to be nothing if not dignified.
Are you mad, man? Why would I take an ice demon like her as my familiar? Not to mention, just seeing her face makes my groin seize up something fierce.
Talk about a traumatic experience. Still, I'm actually with the old man on this one. That Grand Duchess scares the hell out of me, too.
Nonetheless, we cannot let our fear hold us back forever. If we are to get through this, we will need to face her sooner or later. Don't you agree, Mr. John? Where is Mr. John? Welcome back, Senpai. Foe? Foe! Hi there! Hello, Musashi. It's a pleasure to meet you in person. Same here. Nice to finally meet you, Mash. Thank you. Aha! Your shoulders and thighs are kind of stiff, aren't they? Have you been doing something? Nothing special, just my usual training regimen. I see. Guess we don't have to worry about the physical side. So that just leaves the mental side. Hey, think you could make some time to talk later? There are so many things I want to ask you. For example, maybe you could tell me some juicy stories about John.
Wait, what kind of things do you want to ask her?
I can't answer any questions that would violate his privacy. Foe! It's nice to be outside again, Senpai. Holmes said I could go with you. What with the border close by and all.
Well, it's nice that we got here in record time. Something seems off.
You're right. I ain't sensing any enemies around here at all. May as well head inside. I'm not smelling much here. We might have been wrong about where they were. We scanned this location earlier ourselves and found nothing whatsoever. They must be masking all the servants' readings. But it seems strange that it would be completely deserted. Beowulf, I take it you would prefer to go charging in.
Well, yeah, pretty much. That's about how a siege ought to work when you're in a hurry.
Something about that don't make a lick of sense. Still, I gotta agree that quicker's better at this point. Very well. Go ahead and charge in. Though I don't believe you'll find anything worthwhile.
So we got the go-ahead, huh? In that case, ha!
smashed the door to pieces in a single blow.
That's one way to win a race against time. I'll say.
Looks like you were right. Place is deserted.
I don't sense anyone here either. Definitely deserted.
I can make out Atalante's scent. And Salieri's, though just barely. Looks like they were shipped out of here about 3 days ago. What do you make of it?
Your guess is better than mine.
You can track scents?
You can't? Y'all got stuffy noses or something?
Nothing like that. Regular old humans ain't got the noses you yaga do.
So your nose and your ears are basically useless? Well, that's gotta suck. Hey, Master, there's a note here. Looks like someone named Kadok wrote it. You know him? Mash.
Right. Beowulf, could I see that note, please? Yes, this is definitely Kadok's handwriting. I remember it from his Magecraft essays. It says Atalante and Salieri are to be executed in Yaga, Moscow. It's scheduled for 5 days from now.
Damn, so that's their plan.
So he's calling us out. We gotta ride to the capital to stop him, huh? Suppose we could make it in time. Of course, once we do, we'll have a whole passel of Opportunity to contend with before we can even think about getting to the execution side.
Why would you even go at all? It's obviously a trap.
I'm sure it is. But the fact is, our only hope for success is to distract the enemy and defeat them as quickly as possible. And to do that, we need as many servants to help us as we can possibly get. Atalante in particular is capable of taking on a large army all on her own. So if we're going to defeat Ivan the Terrible or even face him, we're going to need her help. Ideally, I would like to have Avicabron and his golems around too, but... Hey, speaking of Avicabron, that note mention him at all? After all that happened last we saw him, he must be either dead or captured. No, I'm afraid there's no mention of him at all. Pachi, can you make out Avicabron's scent too?
Avicabron's tough to make out. His scent's always mixed in with dirt and rocks. That mask and full-body outfit don't exactly help either. Too bad. I was hoping I'd get to meet the legendary Golem Keeper for myself, but... oh well. Anyway, looks like we're done here, Master. Now all we gotta do is make a choice. Do we go to the capital or not? What do you say?
I say we fight.
So we've got me, Billy, and Miyamoto Musashi. That means it'll be just the three of us against the entire capital. Even if we luck out, find Avicabron and rescue Atalante. That still only makes 5.
Well, if things start to look bad, I can fight too. I should at least be able to help keep you all safe while...
No, you won't be of any use to us in combat. Not at the state you're in. If anything, you'll only drag us down. Listen, in this world you're either strong enough to survive or you die. Just because you can technically fight doesn't mean you'll actually be useful on the battlefield. We're going up against the Opportunity, the Minotaur. That priest in Kolyanskaya, 2 servants we know nothing about, Grand Duchess Anastasia and Ivan the Terrible himself. Not to mention, Kadok Zemlupus.
Yes, one of the 7 cryptors. I have no doubt he's waiting for us.
I'm pretty sure I can beat just about anyone, but I know Ivan the Terrible's a monster who's been ruling this world for 450 years straight. I can't really say for sure that I can beat him till I've seen the bastard for myself. You're gonna regret that, I promise. If you guys want to go off and get yourselves killed, that's your business. What about John? Even I can tell he's, well, different. Right? He's a weakling who can't even kill a single demonic beast on his own. Right? Well, John, are you really okay with dying? Of course not. But I still need to keep moving forward. Well, you're not going anywhere right now. Don't move!
Pachi?
Hold it, Billy. You too, Musashi. I want to talk to him in private. Just us.
Fine with me, Pachi.
Holmes?
It's quite alright, Miss Kirilad. Stand down. Billy, Miss Mimoto, Pachi won't hurt him.
He just wants a private talk. Isn't that right? Alright. We'll go wait outside the prison. Until you're done with your talk.
And I'll go on ahead and end our call.
Wait, are you sure that's a good...
Don't worry. It's fine. There. Now it's just the two of us. Us, huh? I don't know why we all started lumping humans and Yaga together. Anyway, now there's no more servants here to keep you safe. Nope, there aren't. Killing you would be way easier than killing a demonic beast. I wouldn't even have to use my gun. All I'd have to do is twist your neck a bit to break it and you'd be dead. Isn't that right? Yup. You'd die if one of your arteries got cut too. Or if you just fell sick with an incurable disease. You can't handle drowning or fire as well as we can, and you especially can't handle this cold. If I ripped that coat off you right now, you'd be dead in no time, wouldn't you? Yup. Yaga don't die nearly that easily. This cold might be deadly for you, but for me, well, I'd call it a bit chilly is all. If you want to kill a Yaga, you'd have to completely cut off their head. I've heard that something called infectious diseases used to kill humans all the time. Never heard of a Yaga dying that way. I'm a lot stronger than you. All Yaga are stronger than humans. Which is why I don't understand. How are you able to smile? Am I smiling? Yeah, all the damn time. Even if you're depressed or angry, you always look to me like you're smiling deep down inside. I don't get it. This world's nothing but pain and suffering. I don't ever smile. There's never been anything to smile about. The closest I come is when I've had enough vodka to get drunk. I've never actually smiled deep down from the heart. Be straight with me, John. Is your world really that happy? Speaking for myself, I was happy, yes. Is that so? Now I get it. I finally understand why I decided to go along with you, even if doing it got me killed. I want you to be driven to despair. I want you to curse this brutally cruel world, to curse your body for being weak and fragile. I want you to curse yourself for being weak. That's not going to happen. You say that now, but you'll change your tune quick once you meet Ivan the Terrible. I've changed my mind. The Rebel Army, the Tsar, I don't care about any of it anymore. I'm not gonna kill you myself. But what I am gonna do is watch you fall into despair. I'm gonna be there when you're reduced to crawling on your hands and knees. You don't get to be happy. Not when even the idea of happiness is unattainable for us. So you're still gonna come with us? You couldn't stop me if you tried. It's not like you can kill me, right? Go ahead and tell all the others if you want. Besides, I'm sure that Holmes guy is eavesdropping on us anyway. He is, isn't he? Huh? No, I actually don't think he is. Oh, come on, sure he is! There's no way a guy like that isn't listening in as we speak.
Oh, done already? That went faster than expected.
Weren't you eavesdropping the whole time?
I'd never do anything of the sort. An English gentleman's word is his bond.
So what was all that about anyhow? Because it looked to me like he needed killing. Everything's okay now. You sure?
Well, if you say so, I'll take your word for it. Of course, all bets are off if he pulls another stunt.
Yeah, I understand. Don't worry, it won't happen again.
Holmes' so-called gentlemanliness aside, I can promise you we weren't listening in at all.
For real? Oh yes, I saw this good-for-nothing detective do nothing but demurely sip his tea the whole time!
It's important to rest when one can, particularly in our case, given that we are cooped up in the Shadow Border. The longer this situation continues, the more likely it is to wear on our minds. I'm quite sure Caldea's staff will come out the other side just fine. But what about you, Gordorf?
Don't you mock me, servant. Not a day goes by when I don't wish for the sweet embrace of death.
That's a fucking mood.
And with the massive losses I've suffered this time around, I'm all but doomed no matter what happens. Oh no, now I want to die all over again! But that aside, we only have so much tea to go around. I certainly don't see us finding more here.
Talk about bouncing back.
Well, it doesn't matter either way. Come on, let's get going. You are going to the capital, aren't you, John?
Yep.
Are you coming along too, Pachi?
What, is that a problem? I won't get in your way. And that thing I wanted to discuss with John is all settled now. Right, John?
Well, it's okay with me. It's okay with Master. I'm good. Alright. But being one of the people who's been here from the beginning, there's something I want to say. Pachi, never try anything like that again. And I don't just mean because I don't like what you did. I'm saying this for your own personal safety, too.
Yeah, okay. I got it, don't worry. Besides, I won't have to do anything like that again anyway. It's gonna take at least a few days to get to the capital. So, what's your next move?
For the moment, I think we shall take the Shadow Border as close to the capital as safely as possible.
After that, we can ride bicorns the rest of the way.
You mean the same bicorns the Yagas ride?
Those are the ones. Think you can handle that, John?
I can do that now. Yeah.
Master, does this mean you've been practicing horseback riding in secret ever since you fell off that horse in Rome? Huh, that's so. Well, then you can get your own mount and saddle up. Fine with me, of course. I got around on horseback a lot when I was crossing America. Very well then. Everyone on board. It's finally time to begin our assault on Yaga Moscow, the very center of Russia, and the home of that enormous tree.
Oh, we're nearing the end, guys.
3 sections left.
Alright, but we will continue on in the next episode, seeing as we're almost at 2 hours again. Oh boy. I'll see you guys in the next episode for section 20. See you guys then. Bye!